What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. Sorry, it's been about a week since I did an update, but as you'll see when we look at Bitcoin, we're still looking at the same idea. But what's going on with the markets? Are they close to the top? Have they topped? As you guys know, I do believe that the Dow Jones is very, very possible that it already topped, and maybe by now S&P and the Nasdaq have also topped. So we're going to take a look at that. Guys, remember when I told you about a year and a half, 2 years ago, this raging bull hat I would be wearing when I think the bottom's in? That tells you I still don't believe the bottom is in for Bitcoin. I still think it'll go much lower. I'll show you why. But before that, we'll take a look at the bullish case for Bitcoin. But let's get into the charts. We're going to take a look at the DXY first, and we'll go from there. So if we go into the DXY, as you guys know, I've been looking for this 108 range, 108, 109. Still believe that's a good possibility. Our next stop, obviously, is probably this high here at about 107.1. And then, of course, a break up to the upside at 109. I'm sure we'll see some rejection in this area, but if we do break, I see us getting up to possibly this 116 range. But anyways, let's look at Bitcoin now. First, we're going to take a look at the bullish case, right? This is the Wyckoff schematic that we've been talking about for a while. This is the distribution, and I told you there's a possible for one more high. This is looking a lot less likely now. If we do drop below this low here, I would say we are definitely headed much further down. I know a lot of people have a lot of different targets. I'll tell you mine, and I'll show you why. But anyways, this pattern right here is starting to break, and it's starting to look not very bullish. We also have schematic number 2 here. It's also not playing out very well, although it could still, so keep that in mind, but it's not looking very good for the bulls, in my opinion. Again, DXY just showed you guys that. Now let's take a look at, this is over a month now. I told you about this short zone right here between 69 and 72. And if you got in a short there, you're doing pretty damn good right now. My next target as of right now is right around this 62 to 62.8 range to look for a bounce. How high will it bounce? Who really knows at this point, but I don't believe it'll be a bounce to new all-time highs. As you guys know, I like to use the EMAs. Let's take a look at these EMAs real quick. So we had a short signal on the 4-hour right here, right around the same time we broke down this last time. The 8, the 13, and the 21 broke the 55 EMA here, and that's usually a short signal if the next candle opens and closes below the 8. I did a video on that. You guys can check back. I think it's in my tutorials if you go to my YouTube page. Oh yeah, before we go any further, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for updates. I'm going to try to get more on a regular basis now. It's summertime here. There's a lot to do, so I've been extremely busy. But as you guys know, we've been talking about this short zone for a very long time. Happened to play out pretty good. We did pop back up in it quite a few times, but when I first posted this, we were at about 65,000, where I told you to watch for it to get up here. You can go back and check my Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you do that. Link is down below. But this is where I'm looking for an area for a bounce, right? Where could we bounce to? We'll talk about that in a minute. But what I want to show you, if we switch this over to the daily, I just showed you the short signal for the 4-hour, right? So the daily should be getting a short signal in the next, within the next week, probably the next few days. If we do get this blue line, which is the 21 EMA, cross the yellow, which is a 55, and then after that cross, the next daily candle opens and closes below the 8 EMA, right? That's around 65.4. That would be a short signal. Now, a lot of times when that short signal hits, you might come up and retest that 55, so be aware of that. But either way, let's take a look. Let's say we get that bounce about at this 62 to 62.8 range, right? Let's take a Fibonacci retracement and look at this whole thing. Let's see where that would get us for a bounce. So let's just put it in here. If we do, we could get a rally back up to about this 67.5 range before coming down. It could go also as high as 69.9, so a retest of the 70. But either way, there are more shorts coming, in my opinion. Do you short down here? That's up to you, but be careful. Obviously, we've dropped a lot. I'm looking for a bounce back up to get people bullish again before continuing down. But again, somewhere between that 62 and 62.8 range is where I'm looking for the bounce. Now, if you're interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT. I have a link down below. Use my link down below, and that'll give you a chance for up to a $7,000 deposit bonus, 25% off your trading fees. By far the best exchange, in my opinion. You can trade gold, silver, Forex, Bitcoin, all using your Bitcoin. So you can trade Bitcoin against traditional markets or however you'd like to. But there's also copy trading where you can look at other traders and just copy their trades. So check it out if you haven't. Definitely a good exchange. And let's get into the Dow Jones, right? So what I've been talking about for a very long time, we like to look at market structure. I'm also going to show you after this a Bitcoin market structure that is pretty damn scary if you're a bull. Doom and gloom, with the people that say the doom and gloomers this, doom and gloomers that, there's a few guys out there that have not changed their bearish opinion. I'm one of them because I do not believe the bottom's in, and I'll tell you where I think the bottom will be. But looking at this, is it possible we get one more huge rally, get everybody euphoric? It is, but I've showed you this before as a 100-year cycle. If you look at the tops over here, right, where we're at now, compared to back here, so 100 years ago, we were at 100 and not we were at, but if we look back 100 years, we had our market structure here with our high, our low, our high, our lower low, and our big rally, get everyone euphoric, and then a crash down. Guys, this crash can be huge, but the opportunity lying within it is amazing, especially if you're trading it, because you can make money all the way down and then invest at the bottom, right? But this took a long time to recover, like between 30 and 40 years to get back up to break this high over here, right? But let's take a look. 111, if we go over here, 11.9. If we times the 111 by 100, pretty damn close. Let's look at this high, 121, right? We go over here, 14. Not quite as high, but it still made a higher high, just like it did over here, right? And then comes down 64, 6,400. Everything is times by 100 here. That is scary if you're a bull again. If you're a trader and you know how to short the markets, this is the awesome opportunity, guys. All right, back to the Dow. Let's go in a smaller time frame. Are we forming a head and shoulders here? If so, we take a measured move of this head, bring it down. If we break this neckline, which is right around 38.2, I'd be looking for 35.9. Now, if it plays out along with this trend line here, it could be a while. Well, let's put this up. I don't have this actually right on there. Okay, so that would get us down to about the 35.950 level, approximately October-ish. If that happens and this breaks, then I believe it's going to be a lot like the 100-year cycle crash. Now let's take a look at Amazon in the dot-com bubble here on the left against crypto here on the right. What I believe this is going to look like, I've been showing this for a long time, is right here, guys. Will be a long trip down. If it goes down the 95%, just like the dot-com bubble over here, you can see this was almost 95%. It was like 94.82. So if we go down 90% here, it gets us down to approximately 3,500. Guys, if you guys been around for long enough, you know that I've been talking about the bottom being between 3,500 and 9,500 is when I will put this hat on and I will be the biggest raging bull. Not to say that it's going to be a shoot straight up to the moon, but that's where I'll be buying into the markets. If it takes decades to get back here, either way, I'm looking for that range to really start investing, right? Until then, I'm going to trade this down, make a lot of money on the way down so I can invest that money I make from shorting the markets into the bottom of the markets. Will we be able to time the exact bottom? Probably not. But what I'm looking for in Bitcoin is 35 to 9,700. Been talking about this for a long time. Yes, we got another high here, but what did it do? Just like back here in the Amazon bubble, big bull trap. Yep, right. Broke this high just like we did over here. You had 3 highs. This, guys, look at the wicks on the monthly over here. These are huge wicks. Let's switch this chart over to the weekly and see what the wicks look like on the weekly. And let's see. Man, not too horrible on the weekly. A lot of wicks, though. I do think we got a lot further down to go. But if we look at it on the weekly, our 21 EMA is right around 60. What is that? 63? No. 61.3 is probably a good area. So that 61, 62 range that we talked about might get a nice bounce in there. But again, I do believe this thing is topped out in a big way. Let's go back over to the monthly. We'll take a look at one more chart. Get that back on the monthly. Where is it? Right here. So this is another thing that's showing, and stick with me and understand what I'm saying here. Do you see this high? Then we had our big bull trap here, just like I think we're getting here, right? But if you go from this high to this high and look at it down here on the yellow lines, you're getting a lower low, which is hidden bearish, right? Which is huge. If you look at this trend line on the bottom, it gets us down to about 9,700. Again, I think we could go as low as 35 if I'm correct here, right? Remember, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research. Never put in more than you're willing to use. And if you are trading, use stop losses. But I've been showing this chart for years, right? This is a perfect channel here where we had a touch at the top right here. We had a touch at the bottom. Hold on a second. And then we had another touch at the top, which is here, right? And then we had our low. We did not touch the bottom of this channel. I do think we just got to bounce up here. We won't touch the top of this channel until we've touched the bottom of it, right? Way down here, which would get us to approximately 35 to 9,700. I want to express caution here, guys. Be careful. Let me know in the comments below what stocks, what charts you want to see in the next video. And I will be putting out whatever's suggested in there. If it sounds interesting, I'll take a look at the charts. If they're interesting, I will put them up. So let me know what you want to see, what chart, whether it be crypto, whether it be stocks, and why you want to see it and what you're thinking. I'll take a look at it and I'll start posting other people's ideas, you know, and then giving you my idea on the chart. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check this video out if you want to learn how to set your trades up if you are interested in trading. So take it easy, guys. I'm out.